Hello, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Purple Haze Podcast. I am your host who bleeds purple and gold, Isaac here. And so I kind of wanted to talk about an intriguing topic that I thought that really caught my eye. And I was just, man, this might actually happen. And I don't know what I think they're maybe waiting for something, the Patriots and the Vikings. And so that's what we're going to talk about. Is between the Patriots and the Vikings, there's basically a little bit something going on that I think absolutely is intriguing and that I think sets up the Vikings in a good way, you know. So mainly I think though the first two I think are out of the question. I don't know. But the three, however, is very, very possible now. It starts to get hotter and hotter and hotter every time I hear something. And just a quote from Just Something Says It All. A quote from the new head coach of the New England Patriots, Jerod Mayo, who was previously a Patriots player if you didn't know. Here's what Jerod Mayo said, though, that really caught my attention. And by the way, this was on social media. I don't go on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, really. I don't really. Just YouTube is all I do. Here's what Jerod Mayo had to say. The guaranteed way to win is to accumulate more picks. That is what intrigues me the most, man. I think, though, the Vikings can take good advantage of this, you know? And this reminds me a lot of the Rick Spielman and the Mike Zimmer era, where they would just trade down for picks in the 7th round, more picks in the 2nd round instead of quality of draft picks. This is what kind of intrigues me about the way Jerod Mayo thought of this situation. I think this just intrigues me, and I had to talk about it. And it wasn't me that saw it. It was off of another YouTuber. But I think, though, that this is definitely something the Vikings... I think it gets hotter and hotter and hotter every time. I'm not about all these, rumors, but this is actually true, though. So Jerod Mayo is definitely open to the idea of, the Vikings getting a 3rd round, the 3rd overall pick in the 24 draft. Which, by the way, it's a month ago. It's a month away, So, I think the Vikings, though, with this saying right here, I think the Patriots are definitely looking to trade for this dude. For the 3 overall pick, I think they're looking to trade and get more picks. And get more picks than quality. Quantity over quality. And this tells me the Vikings have a very good shot at trading up with the Patriots. I'm just saying, man, this is absolutely going to be so good, man. And I can already tell the draft is going to be good. So they can draft Jaden Daniels, Drake May. I wouldn't draft Drake. Drake May or Jaden Daniels. Either one of those two in the first 3 drafts. In the top 3, I think that's a win in my book. I would love to draft either one of those two, but anyways, the Patriots are also in basically they're more intrigued to get JJ McCarthy or Bo Nix. They mostly want to speak with them, but that would be fine. If we didn't get JJ McCarthy or Bo Nix, I'm good with that. Definitely not Bo Nix. I will explain that in another video, but I feel like Jerod Mayo, though, with what he said, leads up to that, to the trade. He's like, yep, he's giving the Vikings the green light for trading their 11th and 21st overall pick. You don't really have to do much. The reason why the Vikings have such a big advantage, and I'm going to explain this, as to why the Vikings have such a huge advantage, it's because all you have to do is just give your 11th and the 23rd pick. What more do you need to do? You don't need to trade much. Just your 11th and 23rd for the third, and you're all set. Like I think that's a very good trade overall for the Vikings. And for many teams, they're going to have to give up or sacrifice so much more. Like players, future round, first round, or second round picks. And just expensive players that they can give to the Patriots, to that team. And the Vikings, you don't have to sacrifice anything. Like, it's just that simple. Give your 11th and 23rd in this first pick, and you win. You win in the draft. And you know what? I mean, because I don't really see this failing at all. I mean, even if it does, I mean, you're still in a great position, to do this, You're still in a position to make some noise in the draft, and I mean, you can get JJ McCarthy, which I think this would be fine. So, I think, though, this absolutely leads to good things. I mean, the Vikings are in a great... I think they are locked in this draft. I think they are locked and loaded. And I cannot wait until for a month to talk about this and see this happen. So, man, I can't wait. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Skol.